Today I'm going to be reviewing the Amazon exclusive Slinky 3-pack. For only $10, you get 3 different Slinkies, a 2-inch yellow Slinky, a 2.5-inch black Slinky, and a 5-inch yellow and white jumbo Slinky. So I'm going to be going over how good they are as Slinkies and also how good they are for doing Slinky tricks, also known as Slinky manipulation. And these are all plastic Slinkies, not metal Slinkies, which you might be used to, but plastic Slinkies are actually a lot better for doing tricks since they don't get bent out of shape as easily. And if you're not super familiar with Slinky manipulation, you can look at some of my other videos for some of the cool tricks you can do with a Slinky. And this video is not sponsored in any way, I did just buy these myself. Now starting with the yellow 2-inch Slinky, this is a very small Slinky, and there's not much you can do with it. You can do like the basic bounce. You can probably do, you know, a 360 or something like that, but it's gonna be way too fast to really do a lot of the tricks like the escalator, things like that. And it's not good for going downstairs because it flips so fast, so it's not gonna have time to go down each step. It's just gonna kind of flip over itself. So there's not a ton you can do with this, but it is pretty cute since it's so small. Now moving on to the black Slinky, this Slinky is a lot better for doing tricks with. So for example, you can do the escalator with this, you can do some of the basic bounces and even do some extra flips on top of that. You can do the energy beam a lot better and even some basic twists and things like that. So it's definitely a little bit smaller than the ideal size for doing Slinky tricks, as you can see compared to the Slinky Pro. It's definitely a bit smaller overall, not too much smaller, and I'll also be making some videos about the Slinky Pro in the future. It's not released everywhere yet, so it's a little hard to get right now, but I'll definitely be talking about it in future videos. So would this be my recommendation for learning Slinky tricks with? Not really, but a lot of the tricks are definitely possible to do. It's definitely just a little bit flimsier than the Slinky would want. As for going downstairs, it's definitely a little bit better than the 2-inch yellow Slinky, but it does tend to flip over itself. And that gets us to the final Slinky, the 5-inch jumbo Slinky. Now this is actually my favorite jumbo Slinky I've ever used, and that is because of the coil thickness. The coils are about 50% thicker than most similar ones of this size. So for example, the Slinky's rainbow spring that's about the same dimensions has coils that are about 50% thinner, which makes it a little bit different for doing tricks with. So when you're doing the energy beam and going back and forth just like this, it feels a lot more similar to doing the energy beam with the Slinky Pro. This one is definitely a little bit faster, but they're honestly not too far off. It's not like you're having to wait for each one to go back and forth. And because the coils are so thick, doing tricks like a ground bounce are actually a lot easier than doing it with a normal jumbo Slinky, because with a normal jumbo Slinky, you usually have to go like all the way over to bring it back and then have it come back to you. But because the coils are so thick, it's very responsive. You can even do some tricks where you let go of one end of the Slinky and have it come back to you like this. And I've never really been able to do a trick like that with this size Slinky before, which is why this is my favorite jumbo Slinky I've ever used. As for going downstairs, this one is a lot better for going downstairs because it falls a bit slower, so it doesn't really flip over itself. You just kind of have to get that first one just right, and it should go down. And one other thing I want to mention is a lot of Slinkies glow under a black light. So the Slinky Pros look really cool if you have a black light showing. It makes it look like they're kind of lighting up. These Slinkies don't do that as much. The black one definitely not at all. The yellow one kind of turns into an orange, but the best one is the jumbo Slinky. The white actually looks pretty cool when it's lit up. Really not as much as most other Slinkies, but it still looks pretty cool. So overall, would I say it's worth it for $10? Definitely. This jumbo Slinky by itself, I would probably pay like 15 or 20 bucks for. So for me, it seems like a bargain at 10 bucks. But if you're not really gonna be using these for Slinky tricks or anything like that, you're just gonna be playing around with them or going downstairs and stuff like that, these might not be the best, but it's only 10 bucks, so that's really not too bad, especially for this jumbo Slinky that's included. So thank you guys so much for watching. I've been working on a lot of other tutorials and other videos that I wanna put out on this channel. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe for more videos like these in the future. If you have any ideas or recommendations for future videos, let me know in the comments down below. I'll see you guys next time. Slink you later. I'll slinky you. Nope, slink. And I just realized that they're yellow, black, and white because that's the Amazon colors and it's an Amazon exclusive. Yeah, okay, yep.